Hi, team. Dr. Towns here with Coach Ed. And if you saw uh, my post a couple of last week or one of the last 2 or 3 posts where it was an alert call to action, and in my search, my daily search for information, scholarships, or whatever, I came across this young lady who was really saying, telling, explaining further about the financial aid Pell Grant that a lot of students apply for. And to be honest with you, I am in the last video I said I'm mad. I'm shocked and very disappointed. If we can get past, and this is kind of a disclaimer, some people may want to, debate or discuss, the young lady, her mention of Trump, whatever. I'm more concerned about getting students scholarships, and I am convinced, and I hope you're seeing it, or you saw it, you found it. I'm convinced that scholarships that I post, the scholarships that I'm finding, they now are more important, and the numbers are going to increase of people who are going to apply for these scholarships. So, guys, it is almost just like applying to college. When you apply to college or the university, you also apply for scholarships, because it's very disappointing that we are where we are. It's like the support for education has waned. That the importance of going to college, to be a contributing citizen, and I agree with all that. But the opportunity is been snatched away from us. And yeah, this is kind of a commentary, and I'm not apologizing for that. So my thing is, I'm gonna do the best I can to present you with what I have, and I came up with, so that you can, instead of doing month by month, and July seems to be a lull in scholarships that are available. But I'm going to post, after I speak with you today, I'm going to post all the scholarships that I have from July to the end of December. And team, you got to get busy. You got to get busy. Um, and it may be, I may be speaking to the wrong audience, and I hope not. That the current incoming freshman class will be faced with this, and I hope that you have taken the time to submit some scholarships. And if you haven't, this list can help you too, because it goes all the way down to December 31st, 2025. But I'm also speaking to that current 12th grader. You cannot, parents, I'm talking to you, students, I'm talking to you too. You cannot expect things to be the norm. And if you will take a moment, I found, and I think I just mentioned this, the lady, she was on Instagram, and she clearly explained some details, and I wouldn't say minor, because they aren't minor at all. And my best advice for parents of a 12th grader: you need to meet with the counselor. You really should schedule a time with the counselor. And this is a good time. When you guys go back in August or September, whenever you go, I would schedule a Zoom, Teams, in person, whatever you have time to do, so that you would have a clear understanding of if you're eligible for financial aid, what scholarships can they give you that will offset the cost that you're going to incur, unless you have put away money since your child was born and you have the funds to pay out of pocket. Uh, and I don't think majority of people are on that level. I may be wrong. So I really would take that seriously. Within the first 3 or 4 weeks, um, set that, make that call, send that email. I want to meet with you to discuss X, and mainly the financial aid. And um, and this is if you're a good student or otherwise. Um, I really think you need to take the time to do this so that you can make sure that you are properly prepared. You know about, and I think it is based on income, and unless your income drastically changes, I think you can get a good estimate, and they should have some way of finding out, what, because what you want to know is, okay, this is a school my son wants to go to, my daughter wants to go here, this is their GPA. They have all that information, but you can fill in the blanks with where they want to go, because it does vary from school to school, and take it from there. So you'll have a pretty good idea of what it's going to take and what aid, if any, you'll get. And then you go after scholarships. You aggressively go after scholarships. And in addition to the list I'm going to post, I'm also going to give you a template for an essay. And guys, don't be lazy. This is just a template. It gives you an idea of some things you could say. Now, if it don't apply to you, don't say it. I know you know that, but it's a good way to start. You say, look at the structure of the template, look how it flows, but you also need to have content. You need to have something to put into an essay, and I hope that you would do that. All right, guys. I just wanted to come on and give you that little tidbit of information, and I hope you will take the time to look at it. You're going to be really amazed and shocked if you haven't heard already. But my ears to the is always open to such new information, and I would think there should have been somebody somewhere to go on TV, have a program. If schools aren't doing it, and there may be, I don't know that, but I think there should have been more information, more of a chance to get this information out in great detail so you'll know what you have to do. I'm giving you that opportunity to get a little bit of the information so you'll know what to do, how to deal with this situation. Because like I said before, I'm disappointed, and I'm sorry that we're in this situation that we're in, but this is where we are. All right, guys. If you got any questions, contact me on my Gmail account, coachedsolutions@gmail.com, and we'll figure this thing out. But in the meantime, get busy. We're halfway. You guys are going to be back in school real soon, in about a month or so, month and a half, whatever it is. Try to do one a week. One a week. I think I've given you plenty of content, plenty of information, plenty of scholarships already. And I know you want a vacation, you want to relax, but your child is about to embark on a very serious, sometimes complex, but also rewarding time in their life. So let's prepare for it. Um, let's get to it, guys. All right, guys. Guys, have a good evening. Um, I will post this video, and then I will also post information I just spoke of. I don't know the number of scholarships. There are quite a few, and that template for any of the scholarships that require essays. All right, we got you guys. Take care.